It's about you young boys who are going through so much and yet you do not know where to go to, who to go to, who to talk to. JB, um, I want you to take over this interview. Um, we have Nkululeko Khanyi. How are you, sir?
Thank you for having me. It's a great honor to be here and greetings to all the viewers at home.
So to those people that they don't know who's Mr. Nkululeko, can you please just introduce yourself and tell?
Nkululeko is the founder of Ungazibulali awareness campaign, meaning don't kill yourself.
Yes.
We started this initiative 11 years ago. You know, Abu Mareket has been saying, don't kill yourself. There is Ukoko, an old woman that she's in Pulukwana, who doesn't know what is saying in English. Don't kill yourself. So we thought of this name, we came with this concept to say, by saying Ungazibulali, it's a warning. The person who's in Bakersford, Kosikukune, the old person who didn't go to school, is in Ingandla, in Eastern Cape, will understand this name, Ungazibulali, the word Ungazibulali. By the way, I'm the victim of depression and a survivor of suicide. I think I relate more when I was listening to your stories, how you were elaborating, you, Tepo, and yourself, Jabulani, and I was asking myself to say, I thought it was only me who was going through how you went through. So then I relate very well, and you might find that there are young people, there are men outside that are watching this show who are going through what we went through.
And to be quite honest, men, we don't like sharing our stuff. Lots of stuff that men don't like to share. What advice can you give to those young men, even the old men that are really going through some stuff, but they haven't shared with anyone? They're now thinking of killing themselves.
There's this wrong mentality that we grew up having at Jabulani as men, as boys, to say a boy must not cry, a man must not cry, we are tigers. And Ungazibulali was saying that is a wrong word to say people must not cry, men must cry.
Yes.
If men, they can learn to cry. And Ungazibulali, I can tell you, because we're doing event nationwide, and I can tell you 98% of the people that they made the house to be full are men, are boys, because that's how they find the place of healing, that have the closure to poke it out, because they've been under a torture of being saying, if you're dumped with a girlfriend, is over strong. I don't know where that's this way coming from, and I don't like it, Jabulani, if you guys using that word, especially Komakasi, in a township. When you're dumped with your girlfriend in high school, they will say Uzoba strong. When you lost someone that was very close to you, and Betty Uzoba strong. I remember very well when
you have to cry, you must always be strong.
Uzoba strong. When you're going through death and you must Uzoba strong. I don't like that. I don't know where it is coming from in our university, in our society. It's there. I don't know who created that way.
Because I think it also the thing, sorry to interrupt you, to add on that, it also adds, there's so much gender-based violence, because now a man doesn't want to cry, doesn't want to say anything. He end up feeling like he's owning you as a woman and end up killing, and kill themselves. That is why you find lots of people killing themselves and killing the world, because now they've been hurt and they're not going to go to Jawa and say, bruh, I am so heartbroken, because Jawa is going to laugh at me. You are a man, you're not supposed to do that. So I think it's that awareness. It does help for people to speak about what they're going through, to allow a man to cry, to allow.
But let me ask you, gentlemen, especially Nkululeko, we don't have much time left, but I would like you to just quickly tell us, for those viewers, even in Africa, watching us right now, are they also accessible to your foundation or your campaign? How can they actually reach out to you? There's a man right now watching who can't talk to his family, who can't talk to his friends, and who feels like a stranger would understand better because you've been there.
In fact, Mariki, we thank God. Ungazibulali Awareness Campaign, it's got 25.5 thousand followers in all our social medias. That is a global. We've got ambassadors in Ghana, we've got ambassadors in Ethiopia, we've got ambassadors in UK, in London, and in Austria, that they are campaigning against the depression. And in fact, I think I was the first Black man who came out and talked about how I survived the depression, and how I attempted suicide twice when I was going through some difficulties of life. When the bank repossessed, I lost the money that was 800,000, close to 1 million. It was 2009 because of the pyramid scheme. And then, in fact, this week, when Mariki, I was invited to come here, I was looking at celebrating the life of God, to say, God, I thank you, because this is 2020. I should have been gone a long time ago. I remember after I lost, I was going through the bank report, when I lost that money through the pyramid scheme. The week after, I lost my mom and my dad in a car accident. And after it was my brother, and after the funeral of my parents, who they died, I was not crying because at home they were admiring me as Nkululeko, as a strongest person. So in the middle, yes, they admire me as that. After 3 months, that's when I also lost my brother. The bank repossessed my car and my house. I was not sharing to anyone, as like we were saying before, to say your close friends, they were not there.
Everyone disappeared.
They said when days are dark, friends are few. They were not there, and some they were saying to me, Uzoba strong, and I don't like that word. I'm not against those people who like to say that, but it didn't work for me. And Abazala, the people from churches, they will come on Friday and coming to Usiza, Uskinisa, to comfort us during that time, and they will say to us, Ningaka, don't cry. And I don't like that. I'd rather not to say to someone who lost someone, to say, don't cry. Because to cry, it's a healing process. I'm a daughter, they don't cry. And allow me to say this, Mariki, and the viewers at home. I'm in an entertainment industry. We've lost our fellow brothers who died because of depression, that of bottling. They didn't want to talk about the issues that they're facing, especially this pandemic disaster of COVID-19. Many artists are suffering through depression. They don't know where to talk. But because of the pride, they keeping themselves in that corner, because if I can start to talk, people will start to name me, label me.
And label you.
Yes.
Naming and shaming.
And, you know, I advise people to say, people talk. Being a celebrity, talk. Being influential, talk. Being a businessman,
Use
being
your
at school,
platform.
use the platform to tell and to share your experiences. We've lost our fellow brothers with HP because of depression. We've lost Aboni Kume because of suicide. You know,
And there are so
I'm
many
sorry to bring
out
those
there.
memories. We lost Abo Professor Bongani Mayosi, and our planning this year as Ungazibulali, we wanted to bring to remember those who died because of depression. Not only them. In Tembisa, there was this man who killed his wife, and who was reading his Bible. She was reading a Bible, and the businessman came, was angry. I don't know what was angered him in his business. When he came home, when they were watching the TV, he shot his wife in front of the kids. Imagine the pain of this beautiful kids, of
the
trauma
the
that they lost for parents. After he killed his wife, he killed himself in front of their kids. So there's a lot that we're doing here under Ungazibulali. We are working with influential people like you, Mariki. I'm glad, I believe Abu Jablani, Nabo Tsepo, and others, they're going to join us.
Speaking of which, could Tsepo and Joe please join us right here on stage, as our time is very limited. One gent can stand over there, another one can stand over here. You can quickly finish that line.
We are working with Abu Sishlengwe Mhlaba, the international gospel artist, and our winner as the ambassadors. Those are the people that they came out to talk about, to say, I know what is depression. People, they saw me as Sishlengwe Mhlaba singing, but they don't know. The pain. It's not only Sishlengwe. We've got about DJC Live.
There are so many.
There are so many. We've got about Pro Love, DJ Pro Love, that they said we want to campaign, we want to talk, we want to join Ungazibulali. So
let's use
this platform to all our prophets, and we are asking our government, our president, to say this gender violence that is happening in our country, it started because of the depression. It started there from home, the pressure parents that they give their kids, their boys. That's when they end up in killing,
abusing, because they're trying
killing
to
the women. You know, I will urge our government to say, here we are, we understand our government, they cannot fight against this alone, but they need us as stakeholders to say,
Yes.
assist us as government. We want to
Assist
campaign.
us, we willing to do the work.
We want to do
Just give us
the
that
work.
bit of a push.
Yes.
Well, that is unfortunately all we have for today. We have to close the show, and I would have loved to have another hour with you, gentlemen. So I'm just going to give you each a few seconds to please just give us your social media handles or contact number where people can contact you.
People, they can follow us under Facebook page, Ungazibulali campaign, Ungazibulali awareness campaign. People, they'll send anything that you want
All
to
the
talk.
information is there.
You want to talk, you want to vocally everything, you can cry there. We've got counselors, we've got psychologists. I've got my name is Nkululeko Khanyi. I'm there as well. Twitter, Instagram, Nkululeko Khanyi. Our call center number, because we're receiving thousands of calls in every day, it's 082 799 0801. 082 799 0801. People, they can talk. Suicide is not an answer, and suicide is not an option. There's still hope, there's still life ahead. Thank you.
Amen. Where can people find you, Tsepo?
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Facebook is Tsepo Mohala. In the brackets, it's black. WETZBLAQ. On Instagram and Twitter, it's @IM_. It's black. And for WhatsApp, because I also offered a helping hand sometime last week on my social media, text me on WhatsApp on 078 585 2076 or 067 533 8817.
Over to you, Joe.
Hello everybody, my name is Joe Fredericks. My handles on Facebook are Joe Fredericks and also Joe Fredericks Music. On Instagram is Joe_music, Fredericks_music. My WhatsApp number is 076 994 0741, and you can reach me on all other platforms as well. And also the single Greatness of God, you can get it on all digital platforms.
Amen. And then you, JB.
Yes, and thank you so much actually for having me to co-host it. It was a beautiful show. So they can find me on Instagram is JB_Forest, and then Twitter JB_Forest. Facebook is just JB.
Well, that is all we have today on Scars. And as I said, the whole show was in honor of a young man, Unego, who had taken his own life. We are saying that we as men, it's okay for us to stand together. It's okay for a man ukutikale, indoda ingakhala, and it's good to have men like yourselves. And I want to thank you for standing up for those men who don't have a voice. And I want to thank you for being there. And I'm inviting every viewer right now, if you are going through something, you are not alone. And as I usually do, Mariki Batmantomza Mazulu, Zipli Tomza KZN, do catch us next week on Scars, same time, same place. And as I like closing the show, today I've got musicians all around me, so I'd like them to join me in this last thing. Sangenala Bogutiwa Ongene Konaga Umi Zapumala Bogutiwa Agupunya Agupunya Tinas Pumile na ungaphuma. That's all we have for today. God bless. Until next time.